Okay, it says I'm live, but going live on a computer throws me for a loop. I go live on my computer once a month, maybe every other month, and it's super hard for me to tell if you guys can see me, it where the comments are. So, gosh, I hope it's working, and I think I can see your comments this time. The last two times I've been live on my computer, I have not been able to see the comments. So, if you are watching me live, will you please do me a favor and write live? If you're watching me on the replay, write replay. Hopefully, I can start seeing your comments soon. And I'm going to get started right away so I can be respectful of your time and also because I want to go to bed too. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me here, whether you're watching me live or watching on the replay. Thank you, thank you. Write live, write replay, and also write what city and state you're watching this from. And I always like to do this in my live videos in my VIP group. Hi, Sandy. I like to ask, and I'm actually going to crack it and take a sip, you guys, because my mouth is really dry. I like to ask what beverage we're cheersing to tonight, because I like to think of us all as girls, sometimes maybe men in here. Girls' night, hanging out, having a beverage of our choice, which mine is a sparkling water, but I'm still going to take a sip of it because my throat is dry. So hold on for a second. Hello, hello. I see some comments. Hi, Angel. Hi, Sandy. So, what city and state are you watching from? If you're watching it live or on the replay, and what beverage are you choosing me to? You don't have to answer all those, but maybe answer one or two just for fun. And let's get started. Okay, so if you are in this group and you are watching me live, you were in either a Zyia rep and you're on this team, or you were invited here by a Zyia rep that's on this team, just to give you some more information about what exactly is being a Zyia rep, what does it entail, how do I join, how much does it cost, what comes in the starter kit, like all the things, all your questions answered all in one platform here on Facebook Live or on replay. And so I do want to introduce myself because, like I said, I like to have us cheersing like we're girls' night, in or out. And I want to introduce myself so you can get to know me just a little bit. And obviously, so also write who invited you into this group in the comments too. Love to hear that as well. And as a starting point, just always go back to the person that invited you into this group. So we are a direct sales company at Zyia Active. You were invited here by a representative, and so when you're talking about the opportunity, go back to that person. But I am here to answer your questions tonight, and I'd be happy to help and answer your questions. And then if you are ready to jump in and say why Zyia, why not, and just jump in and join the team, then go back to that person that invited you to this chat, okay? So a little bit about me. I'm a boy mom. One of them is still awake in the room next door reading his book because he's 8, and because of daylight savings thinks that he needs to stay up till 10 o'clock at night. So fingers crossed we don't get interrupted. He's probably listening right now too. But anyway, I have a boy mom, 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, second grader, kindergartner. I'm also a nurse. I work at our local hospital, live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and dog mom as well to a mini Australian Shepherd who is just a puppy and is amazing and super smart. Love him. And so a little background about me and how I joined Zyia was I fell in love with a pair of black pocket legging tights. How many people can say that joined the business? Probably almost every single one of us, it seems like. Joined because of that one pair of leggings. Amazing, amazing leggings that I fell in love with and thought, wow, are all of the clothes this amazing? Because I definitely need more of these and a lot more of them. And I was in a position in my life where buying like $70 leggings often was not really in our budget ever. So somehow I justified the starter kit to my husband and was like, well, I'm gonna sell enough money to like buy these. So there. So I didn't really ask my husband if I could join Zyia. I just went ahead and did it because I could tell that this was an amazing product. And I did some research on the company and knew it was an amazing company. And and I'm a different story than a lot of people. I jumped all into it and just dove head first because I could see this as a way to provide an extra income for my family. A little background on the 8-year-old that's awake reading his book in the next room is he had a lot of medical issues from the age of like 1.5 on. acute respiratory distress syndromes. Like whenever he would get sick, he would get like almost have to be hospitalized. He's been hospitalized twice in his life. Nothing like crazy anymore. But when he was younger, ER visits, hospitalized, nebulizers, all these things, and the medical bills kept piling up, and our income didn't change. And really, it was just making it a hard time to do anything fun, like to add on any fun activities in our life. And so I saw Zyia as a way to help with getting rid of that medical debt, but also help with me having my own fun clothes and little greedy and selfish in that part. And then also, to do those fun things. And so about a year in the business, I actually was able to cut down my hours to part-time, and 2 years in the business, turned out to be a worldwide pandemic that no one would have known. And what's funny is they didn't really need nurses in my area during the first start of the pandemic. And so I was in the surgery area, still am. And so I went PRN. And if anybody doesn't know hospital lingo, what PRN means is I went as needed. So I completely cut my nursing hours. And from like April till September or something, I didn't really work at the hospital. And I am so grateful that Zyia was there, because Zyia is the reason that our family survived and thrived. So activewear is everywhere. If you look around, everywhere you go, people are wearing leggings. It's not like 10, 20 years ago where blue jeans was what everyone wears. Everyone wears leggings nowadays. Joggers or leggings, right? We all are in it for the comfy clothes. Hey, Sonia. Thank you for joining. Okay. Hey, Tracy. You're actually watching live. Angel, I like the root beer. Okay. So that's a little background about me. It helped me to, first it was just a supplement for fun stuff. And then it actually became, you guys, this is now my full-time job. And I was, able to walk away from my nursing hours and, like I said, just work PRN. So it is what you make of it. And so I want to talk more about the company and about like the starter kit, what the discount is, all those questions, how you make money in the business, anything that you might have questions on. I hope to address them, but I would like for you, if you have any questions, to drop them in the comments too, and I'll check the chat and be able to answer them later. So let's talk about the company. We were founded in Utah. Most of you probably know that. And we were founded by a family. Mainly it was Erin Bradley's vision, and it was the Bradley family. And she knew that activewear was where it's at. The activewear business is growing. It's a global industry, and the pie is just getting bigger for activewear. And they also knew that direct sales was where they wanted to be, because they love the direct sales model is amazing. Gives so many people the potential to open the doors to opportunities. Sorry, I should have shut off my notifications. Didn't even think of doing that. And so they started this company in February of 2017 on 4 pillars: activity, uplift, community, and light. Those 4 pillars speak to me now and did when I first joined. Activity, we're an activewear company. But really, if you're just running around and just, going on walks, chasing your kids, whatever, that's being active. Community, you guys, the community, I never really I can't explain the Zyia community with the reps that we have, but it's unlike any other. The Zyia community of women and friendships of the representatives and the customers and the support is amazing. And I think it goes with the other pillars of uplifting and light, being somebody's light, especially in the darkness, and always uplifting others. So those 4 pillars, they founded them on. And a few other things about the company. We're a debt-free company, which I find that super, super amazing. We're also in Canada now. So we are in other countries. We are in the US, we are in Canada, and I think we might have some people from Canada watching and joining us tonight. That's super exciting. We've been in Canada for about 1.5 years, actually. And we are also in Puerto Rico. So pretty exciting. So let's start with the basics on how to become a rep. So how do you become a Zyia representative? It's actually super easy. You get back to the person who invited you here, and you can join with them on their website. And when you join, you get 5 staple items. And I am so sorry I did not look up the 5 staple items before this started. This starter kit actually changes the 5 items depending on the inventory. And maybe I can like pull it up on my phone. But usually it's a pair of Black Pocket Light and Tight 7/8, the legging that we all fell in love with, a pair of joggers, and the joggers will vary depending on, and all of this depends on inventory, but they're always staple items, you guys. We all know Zyia is a boutique style shopping experience, and we want to get you started with staples that you'll be able to sell to anyone, and you want staples in your inventory, right? And so the All-Star bra, and okay, I found it. The red All-Star bra, and the copper charged tank, I think that's the navy one, and a hat. And this is the same exact pretty much starter kit, except for a little different in mine. But those pieces all came in mine, and that's amazing. They're all staple pieces. And you also get a gift card. So if you join on the US side, your gift card is $100, and if you join in Canada, it's a $135 gift card with the starter kit, which is amazing because you get those 5 pieces, and then you get another $100 or $135 to spend on the website. So you can pick some other outfits that you want. In addition to that, you will get the rep discount. So you can use that $100 with your rep discount. It's super amazing. So the next question we get on that I always get as far as like when you sign up is, are there any fees or are there any minimums to stay active? People always want to know those questions, and those are great questions to ask. So let me start off with the fees. There is a website. It's our replicated website. So you guys, what's amazing is we don't have to carry an inventory, which is another frequently asked question. And you answered it. It's the gray copper charge tank. Thank you, Ika. Okay. thanks for mentioning that. So the website is free for the first 2 months. So you don't even have to worry about the website fee. And then you guys, I've never had to pay a website fee during my entire time of being a Zyia rep. I joined in August of 2018, never had to pay the website fee, because if you sell over $600 in a month, and that's personal stuff too, if you buy $600 worth of stuff for yourself on the US side, and then same with the $600 on the Canadian side, you'll get a free website. If you don't sell that much in that month, then there is a fee. It's $15 US or $19 in Canada for the website fee monthly. So super easy to hit that. If you end up taking a month off, no big deal. You just pay that website fee. That's how people shop. And then the other question, are there any minimums like to stay active? And you guys, it's a really small minimum to stay active. It is only $300. And I think in Canada it's a little bigger. I think it's like $395. Don't quote me on the Canadian things and prices. I'm just starting to get those memorized. But it's $300 minimum within a 6-month time period and your own personal sales count. So if you join, and the 6 months start July to December and then January to June. So your starter kit counts. So your starter kit costs in the US $295 and in Canada $395. So it counts. So you're done. I mean, you'll use your gift card and you'll get there. Okay. So don't worry about your first 6 months. Your next 6 months, it's $300 over the course of 6 months, you guys. That's not very much money. So you don't have to sell very much or buy very much yourself to hit it, to stay an active representative. So that's awesome. I love that we don't have very high minimums to stay an active representative. Another question that I already answered, but I want to just clarify, do you need an inventory? And no, you don't. That's what the website's for, you guys. Online sales are where it's at. Why would you want to, nowadays have a brick and mortar stuff? That is what is amazing about actually, I mean, I shouldn't say why wouldn't you want to. I mean, if that's what you want to do and that's your passion, you go for it. But nowadays, people are online shopping. Like, I don't even step into stores nowadays, especially with the pandemic. So online sales are where it's at. A replicated website, you have it. You don't need to carry an inventory whatsoever. Now, I will say that after you are a Zyia rep for a little while, you tend to accumulate a little bit of Zyia. So you have your own personal stuff, and or some people will carry a very small inventory for sizing sessions. I do this for brand new customers who are not familiar with Zyia, not familiar with the product. And so I have light and tights sizes 0 to 20. I have tank tops, bras. That this was a slow 3-year accumulation. That it wasn't like I went and dropped $1,000, my first month to get some inventory. And you guys, I'm going to talk about what the discount is and how I purchased these things, because I did not pay full price for the inventory that I have. And again, not a requirement, and I didn't do it right away. I think I was Zyia for 6 months before I started getting any sort of inventory to do for sizing sessions. So, let's see here. Sorry, where was that at? What was I even talking about? Inventory. Oh, yeah, the discount. Let's go to that question. Sorry, you guys, getting to be my bedtime. What's the discount? Okay, the discount is 25% off. And if you were to join Zyia just for the discount, that's what it would be. A lot of times, yeah, I know I use the quote a little bit about my inventory. It's not a little bit, and my closet's not a little bit. Because let's talk about how I purchase stuff as a Zyia representative. I don't use my 25% discount, to be totally honest with you. I get my stuff for free and half off. Almost all of my stuff in my closet for my personal and even the inventory, I used our host rewards, because as a Zyia rep, when you have your launch party and when you have people ordering from your website, you are your own host of an event. And then since we're a party-based company, you earn the rewards. So if you sell $1,000 in a month and your event hit $1,000, you're going to have $150 of free Zyia, and you're going to have 4 items at half off. So that's even better than 25% discount, right? If you do the math. And here's the other thing. If I don't have a party to close to get the host rewards, and I am dying to get that cute black mosaic pocket leggings that came out today and those green camel hustle shorts, and I just want to purchase a couple items, I'll actually purchase it at full retail, because my next question, where it will answer this: how do I make money? If I'm actually actively selling, I'm going to make 28% commission. Typically, for me, I will. And I'll talk about the other commission rate. And so 28% commission is going to be higher on my payback than a 25% rep pricing. And I'll earn the host rewards on it. So on occasion, I'll place full retail orders, but I'm really getting 28%. So that's a lot of times what people will do on my team is we're making our own party orders and we're getting the host rewards. You don't have to do that though if you are just signing up because the clothes are amazing and you're not planning on selling and you just want the discount because the website fee is like your membership fee and you want it for the discount. You don't have to do it that way. But that kind of makes the most sense financially in the long run to get all the free and half off if you're buying that much stuff. So that's how we do it. So let's talk about how do we make money as a Zyia rep. Obviously, this is a direct sales company. This is a business. When you sign up, you are your own independent representative and you get to run your business how you want. Now, there are policies and procedures that we have to follow, but they're super easy and they're pretty laid back as far as how do you do parties with people. So you make money by sales. You send people your website link, they shop your website, and a lot of times it's having parties. You'll host a launch party when you start your business. People will shop your website. It's your launch party. And then somebody who purchased from you absolutely loves their stuff. They host a party, and then they get you get the sales from that, they get the rewards, and it just kind of trickles from there. Their friends are like, I love this stuff, I want to host a party, and Sarah, can you do that for me? I want some free and half off. Or you reach out to people, you're like, you love Zyia, you need to host a party to get it for free and half off. And so that's how you make money, but we have little tiers on how you make commissions. And so if you sell over $200, you're going to get a commissions check. And it's going to be 20% if it's under $1,000 of sales. So the range is, if you sell 0 to $199, unfortunately you will not get a commissions check. So sell 3 pairs of leggings 4 pairs of leggings, depends on which leggings you're going to buy. If you sell 4 pairs of leggings in a month, you're going to get a commissions check. So it's really easy to hit that first tier of selling $200. And then the next level, that's 20%, 20% commissions. But if you hit $1,000 in sales, which from the second I joined Zyia, I was like, I'm always going to do this. I'm not going to leave money on the table. My goal was $1,000 minimum because you get 28% commission, which I talked about earlier, on everything. So it doesn't like, it's not from 1,000 up. It's every single sale that you've ever done, you get 28% commission. So that's awesome. And then it just goes up from there from commissions. As you rank advance, you can get to a higher commissions rate on those base ones and the override. And then as you do build a team, you do get commissions off of your team too, and you do get rank advancement bonuses. So that is how you can make money off of Zyia. And so the next question, when I talk about team rank advancement, people are like, can I build a team with this? How do I build a team, and do you have to? And so, can you? Absolutely. It's so much fun. I encourage it because Zyia is more fun with friends in it. And so we are doing this with friends, having fun, having a great time. Do I have to build a team? No. And I have a ton of people on my team that just want to do the sales and they make a good paycheck a month. Because if you figure out the math, if you were to sell $2,000 in a month, remember my minimum goal every month is $1,000. So I'm going to use the example of more than that minimum, or we could, but $2,000 in sales a month. And at a 28% commission, your paycheck that month is going to be $560 without a team. So you can make good extra side money, even at $1,000 of sales that month. That's amazing. $280 check. So you don't have to build a team to make money in Zyia. But as you build a team, you'll rank advance, you'll hit the higher commissions on your payments, and you'll get that residual income as well. And you do want your team to be successful too. So when somebody does join your team, we have an amazing training system, strong start videos that get you set up to get you to know what you're doing. If you're totally new to sales of any kind, totally new to social selling, direct selling, events, whatever, like we have all the tools in the toolbox to help get you there, and we are fully invested to helping you because your success helps our success and vice versa, and it just trickles down, and that's part of the community part, and I love the direct sales model for that. Next one is this is a question that I've been asked recently a lot, and so I've added it to my frequently asked questions because it wasn't on there before. And I get this a lot from other people recently, especially in my area, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is do you feel like it's oversaturated, like the market? Like, do you feel like we're peaking at our growth? And my answer is no, I don't feel like that. When you discover Zyia Active, and you fall in love with the product, you start researching it a little bit more, and then you're in a Zyia bubble and you start noticing it. Just like, and so you think that it's oversaturated. Just like, for example, you're going to buy my husband just bought a truck, a white Dodge Ram, or a white Ram. I don't know if you say the Dodge anymore. So he just got a white Ram. And prior to him buying a white Ram, I didn't really notice all the white Rams out there. Here Bobby bought a white Ram truck, and now I notice white Ram trucks everywhere. And that's the phenomenon of once you're in the Zyia bubble, you start knowing, oh, you're a Zyia rep. Oh, you're a Zyia rep. Oh, you have Zyia on. It's because you started noticing it. It is not oversaturated. I did post a graphic earlier about, different direct sales companies and like how many reps they have versus how many Zyia has. We're still in a growth stage of Zyia. The sweet spot to enter a direct sales company is, I wrote this down because this is like a studied number. When they have exponential growth, it's 36 to 72 months. And so we are right in that sweet spot of exponential growth. So now is actually the best time to join Zyia because you're going to experience some of that exponential growth now. And it's not to say that after 72 months that you can't join and be successful, but to get in when it's still in the exponential growth is awesome. If you are watching this from Canada, remember we're newer in Canada too, so you'll have a little longer to go for that exponential growth. So that's awesome too. So those are all the questions that I have on my frequently asked questions sheet, and I try and keep this at 20 to 25 minutes when I'm talking myself, so that way I have about 5-10 minutes to answer any questions that popped up in the chat, which I don't see any, but if you do, you should put them in there now, and I'll answer them. And then that's everything for tonight. So remember, whoever invited you here, make sure you go back to them as far as if you are interested in joining their team. I did forget to mention one thing about the amazing thing about our starter kits is, if you are if the starter kit, the initial cost of it, which is $295 US and I believe $395 Canadian prices, if that's a little bit too much right off the bat, did you guys know that you can use your host credits that you earned by hosting and you can use it towards the cost of the starter kit? So that is a great opportunity and option if you need that. If you do the math on it, paying for the starter kit up front and you earning the commissions and host rewards is financially better in the long run. But if you can't afford that whole cost of the starter kit and you need to get some of those credits applied to bring the cost down, this is an amazing thing that Zyia offers, I think. So it depends on what level of rewards you get to. So each level has a different reward tier, and so the bigger your party sales, the bigger your costs off towards the starter kit. So I think that's awesome to be able to do that. You guys are so welcome. No questions, it looks like. I really appreciate anybody that tuned in tonight or on the replay. Again, you can put in the comments on the replay if you have questions then, because I'll go and check it. And I should have the answers. If I don't, I'll research it. You can message the representative that asked you here for questions as well. And if they don't have the answer, they'll probably come to me or somebody else that will. The great thing about Zyia is you don't have to know everything right off the bat. We have a wealth of knowledge in the form of Facebook groups and trainings and tutorials that are just so easy and so helpful. Everyone, it's like the best community. We all like to help each other. So if your representative that invited you here doesn't know the answers to your questions, well, he's still awake. My 8-year-old's still awake. Then they'll be able to find them easily enough. So I really appreciate everyone who joined me tonight in this chat. And thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.